So Jeremiah, we talked about this just a minute ago, but let's talk about the journey, because none of us learned this in school. Not in our pre-med route, not in dental school, not in residency.
Right. So it originally started back in residency. So this would have been like 12 years ago. And my program director, his daughter was actually an airway patient. And it was the first time that I heard skinny fit female syndrome.
Oh, amazing.
And
okay.
So I didn't tell you that before. And I was thinking about really where it started. And so he mentioned that. And his daughter actually ended up having MMA surgery for airway.
Amazing.
And it's changed her life. And so that was kind of the first time that I heard about it. But after that, it didn't really catch much ground because I didn't know a lot about it at that point. And so then fast forward about 5-6 years later, I was doing just I think it was some Spear CE, started listening a little bit to Jeff Rouse and what they're doing. And some things I was hearing started clicking with my son. And so my son has is diagnosed with ADHD. And he's never complained about sleeping, but he as a young child, he was a sleepwalker, and we noticed that he snored a lot and was grinding his teeth. And so, I remember in dental school asking my pediatric faculty about, why are my son's teeth, why is he grinding his teeth? And it's ridiculous to look back and think about their answer, which was they grind their baby teeth grind and get worn because they're just weaker teeth. And it's just ridiculous to think about that. And it's like, no, that's not it. He has an airway issue.
Correct.
Yeah,
it was nowhere on their radar. So even in residency,
what I learned about had nothing to do with residency and was just a personal conversation.
Just a personal conversation.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And so definitely nothing on the radar in residency. And so really my first exposure to really kind of dentistry and airway was in Spear.
Yeah.
As far as meaningful exposure, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
After about a year of kind of learning about some of these things and connecting some dots for my son, I went to a doctor's appointment with his pediatrician and talked to his pediatrician about, I think he's got some type of sleep breathing issue going on. And so at this time he was early teenager, like 12 maybe. And when I talked to his pediatrician, she said, no, he's just a teenager and teenagers are tired.
Right.
And so at that point, I knew what I knew. And so I took matters into my own hands.
Nice.
And got some sleep image rings and ran some studies on him. And he clearly had some apneas. And so I took that data after a few sleep studies. I took that data to his pediatrician, and she was still resistant. She said, no, we're going to do some blood work, and if that comes back negative, then we'll consider a sleep study. And I don't even remember what silly blood work that she wanted to run.
Right.
But she did, and of course it came back negative. So she put in for a sleep study. We took him down, and lo and behold, he was diagnosed with severe obstructive sleep apnea.
Wow, at 12.
At 12 by his dentist.
Yeah.
Not his pediatrician.